Hello, happy game day. This is Follow Everton. This is Chad coming to you from across the pond. Glad to be with you. I am riding solo on our pre-match today. Still happy to be with you. I'm going to consider you my co-host. So give me your comments. I want to read them all. I have not even had a chance to catch up on my Twitter feed. I don't even know. Do we have a lineups yet? Do we have a squad list? We do. All right. Hey, thank you for being on. I see 37 of you, more and more jumping in every moment. This is Saturday afternoon. We have Everton versus Crystal Palace. Glad to be with you. How are you feeling about this one today? I'm looking forward to it. It has been a wild week. We could go through all of it. I did a great show with Corey earlier this week. We talked about Dan Freakin. It was a reaction to the news that Dan Freakin was the new owner of Everton FC. That was a bit of a shocker. I mean, I think we knew going into the weekend that it was a real possibility that he was back in the picture, but for him to come in quickly like he did and get this deal done and then now agree to, clearing off all the debt that this club has, you can certainly see the light at the end of the tunnel. You can see that there is hope. There is optimism. There is a sense of just being able to turn this ship around. And here we are. Now, Saturday, we have Crystal Palace, a very, very winnable game at Goodison. Players back in the squad, should be back in Sean Dyche's side. Somebody give me the lineups right here in the comments, and I'll put these up to share. But let's see. It looks like we have Jordan Pickford in goal, James Tarkowski with Jared Branthwaite. Yes, thank you so much. It was so funny when I think there was actually some media reporting that like Sean Dyche may have tipped his hand that Jared Branthwaite would be in the squad. I don't know if he tipped his hand or it was just the most obvious thing he needed to do. And if he didn't do it, he was going to get sacked. Sean Dyche not having Jared Branthwaite in the squad today would have been negligence and probably fireable. So great to have Jared back. He is our best player. So having him be able to anchor the back with Tarkowski, who's not been himself this season without Jared, is wonderful news. Let's see. We got Vitaly Mikalenko. He'll be as our left back today. Am I saying this right? Ashley freaking Young. We're going to have to deal with Ashley Young again today. I can't do it. I can't do it. Okay. I was in a really good mood. I swear to God, I didn't see this. I didn't even see this until right then when I read it. Sean Dyche has Ashley Young in this side today. I'm a mix of, I'm furious. I don't even know. I'm puzzled. It doesn't. Ashley Young should be third choice right back at least today. How is James Garner? Is James Garner not fit? Where's James Garner? Oh, he's on the bench. Ashley Young being in this lineup today is absurd. And if he costs us this game, I will be on Follow Everton post-match calling for Sean Dyche's job. I am livid right now about this. James Garner at right back is a better option than Ashley Young. Roman Dixon at right back is a better option than Ashley Young. Nathan Patterson, not even fit, being able to play 45 to 60 minutes is a better fit option than Ashley Young. This is negligence. This is harmful. And you know what? I don't ever want to boo one of our players. But please, if you are going to the game, if you are walking in Goodison, please, if he makes a mistake like he always does, if he has a bad mistake in him, let him hear it. Let him hear it. Oh, I am so furious. I don't even think I can get on with the other part of this team. Okay, we have Oral Mangala, Ablai Decore. Looks like they're going to be in that double pivot today. Dwight McNeil up in that 10 attacking midfielder role, flanked by Jesper Lindstrom on the right. And he better be there. He is Iliman Ndiaye, my guy. And then, of course, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. and yeah, DCL with the fresh off of a new haircut. So it's a really strong side. I think it's one of the strongest we could potentially put out there, minus the atrocious 38, 39, whatever he is, year old right back. I'm concerned. I'm concerned. I'm concerned about Ashley Young being in this lineup today. But it's a strong side otherwise. All right, let me see what your comments are. Young must have photos of Dyche with Diddy. Oh my God. That is topical and hilarious. And thank you for someone being in the States right now where this is all over our news. That's really good. Must have something. You know what? You know what this is? This is a scared manager going with the obvious, experienced veteran choice because he is afraid to take a gamble on a better player. And it's these kind of scared decisions that cost managers jobs. And it could very well cost Sean Dyche his job, because guess who is on the horizon? Mauricio Sarri is on the horizon. Graham Potter is on the horizon. And if Sean Dyche isn't careful, I know he says that he wants to be coaching in Goodison next year, or not Goodison, I'm sorry, in Bramley Moordock next year. If Sean Dyche isn't careful, he will not even be finishing this year at Goodison. So I'm stunned. I'm absolutely stunned. Sean, you're completely right. If we lose today, Sean Dyche has to go. We are at home in a very winnable game against Crystal Palace. They no longer have Olise. They are not as good as they have been in previous years. And guess what? We've beat them recently in previous years. We are a better side than Crystal Palace. We need a definitive, decisive win today. And throwing Ashley Young out there is not going to do it, Sean Dyche. Yeah. TJ Mid, I think you're right. He might get two yellows today. We might see him pull a Mason Holgate special. Let me see what else we got. Young as a backup left back, unless Miko is injured, he shouldn't be starting. Yes, you're absolutely right, Mr. Blue Skies. And I'm so sorry that we have to pivot from the plan with this show. I wanted to talk about being excited to see this side together, finally, healthy. Hopefully, a healthy, informed, fit Dominic Calvert-Lewin leading the line. Dwayne McNeil creating chances behind him. Iliman Ndiaye looks like the special kind of offensive creator, offensive engine that we haven't had since Richarlison. Jesper Lindstrom showing real signs, getting into spaces, being dangerous, not able to convert anything just yet. But there is enthusiasm that is potentially building in this squad, in this club. You know what? No, I'm wrong. Not potential. There is obvious enthusiasm building in this squad because Dan Freakin is here. Dan Freakin is going to pull us out of the doldrums. And the first doldrum he needs to pull us out of is Sean Dyche and Ashley Young. I am furious about this. Dixon is a natural right back. James is not a right back. Ashley Young is not a right back. Sean Dyche needs to be sacked purely for the fact that he's on 3,000 pounds. Absolutely absurd. I've made this rant before. Roman Dixon is 19 years old. The benefit of Roman Dixon in the side versus Ashley Young is greater. Roman Dixon is able to cover more ground. He's a pacier player. He's able to stay with offensive-minded wingers. He's young. He's inexperienced. He may have a mistake in him. But I think we've all seen that Ashley Young has multiple mistakes in him in the course of a game because he's not capable of staying with offensive players when they push onto him down the flank. This is negligence by Sean Dyche. I would rather have Roman Dixon any day making mistakes and learning than I would have Ashley Young trying to cover his ass by committing stupid fouls and giving up free kicks in a dangerous area, because that's all we see from Ashley Young. Dixon wasn't up to speed at the beginning of the season. He's had 4 weeks of coaching and improvement in him. Dyche is totally inept. Thank you, James. I think you hit the nail on the head right there. Roman Dixon was good enough to play at Tottenham against a far better side than we are going against today. And you could say, yes, that might have been out of desperation. He held up well in that game. We have not seen a Roman Dixon that looks in over his head. But we have seen Ashley Young look over his head in nearly every occasion with Everton Football Club. The only time that he has looked even competent is in small spells when he is subbing someone at 70 minutes. And that is not the case today, Sean Dyche. You have Ashley Young starting this game at home in a game that we must win. This is absurd. We won't ever see Dixon again once Patterson is fit. I don't know if I agree with that. I think we could see Dixon go out on loan in January. I think we're going to get some players into this squad in January. I think Dan Freakin will get approved as owner by the Premier League and the FA in November, December. I think he's going to buy off this debt, get our books right, and hopefully free us up to be able to add to this squad. And the most dire area of the pitch that this squad needs support is on the flanks at fullback. Roman Dixon does have a huge future at this club. That is obvious. He is incredibly talented, and our academy hasn't produced a lot in recent years. Roman Dixon looks like a good one. Harrison looks like a good one. Omari Benjamin, I know he's not our product. He came over from Arsenal. Omari Benjamin now looks like a good one. We have some real talent on the way up coming from our academy. We have to nurture them. What does it say? What message are we sending to Roman Dixon right now when Roman Dixon is probably far superior to Ashley Young on the training ground at Finch Farm, and he sees Ashley Young's number called over him today? Absolutely absurd. Back to that. Let me see. He'll play Ashley Young every game he's available. How do you not realize this? He's going to play Ashley Young every game, unfortunately, until Seamus Coleman comes back. Why can't Dyche play an actual right back? He hasn't even put Dixon on the bench. It's not good enough. Sick of shoehorning players into a right back position just to play an actual right back, Dyche, for F's sake. I will refrain from the bad language. Okay, Chris, turn this feeling around. Let's go. We need it. We got 17 minutes till kickoff. You got a good feeling about today. Please don't let us down, Toffees. Please don't let us down, Toffees. Okay, I'm going to get more current. Branthwaite is back. Very happy about that. I want your good feelings. Give me your good vibes. We need good vibes. Okay. How are you guys feeling? You know what? Despite Ashley Young, Everton are going to win this game. Despite it, Everton are going to win this game. And Ashley Young will make a mistake. But Jared Branthwaite is back. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is in form. Element Indai is special. Dwight McNeil is creating chances. Oral Mangala looks solid. Abdoulaye Doucouré might be out of whatever funk he was in for the past 10 months, 9 months. So there's a lot to look forward to. Jeremy, thank you. Hey, I'm not here to preach. I'm not a preacher, and that's not my role on Follow Everton, but I cannot help it when we get on this show and I see stupid things come out of our club and come out of our manager, like Ashley Young starting at right back. See, now I went away from the positivity. I went away from the optimism. All right, Peter, what do you got? £3 million a year, and he can't see Ashley Young and Garner aren't right backs. He needs to go. Let's talk about James Garner. James Garner is very capable of playing that role. He's done it in a pinch for us. He's done it on the international under-21 level with England. He did it last week. Did he not? I have a terrible memory at this point. James Garner is competent back at right back. He's far more competent than Ashley Young at this point. Okay, what do we got? I don't think we will see Tim in the side again. Now the Dinosaurs found a way to get Doucouré back into the side. Listen, I'm bullish on Tim Irabunum. I think he has loads of potential. I love his ball winning ability. He seems to have great vision and a mentality about him to do something progressive and positive. Maybe that's what Sean Dyche's problem is. Maybe Sean Dyche sees a midfielder who actually wants to be progressive and says, oh, I can't have that. I can't have that in my side. That's going to screw up my 1-0 goal from a Tarkowski header off of a Dwight McNeil corner routine. I can't lose myself by having an actual progressive, creative midfielder in the side. But if we have to be honest about Tim Irabunam, I don't know if he's ready yet. He obviously was deemed expendable by Villa. There's a player there. I think we know that there's a player there. I don't know if we'll see it this year. I think we could certainly see it next year. It all depends on our manager. If it's going to be Sarri, if it's going to be Potter, God knows who else it will be. It won't be Sean Dyche. So at least I think we can get on with that. Let me say one thing about Sean Dyche too. I was watching his press conference. a couple days ago. And does it strike anyone else that Sean Dyche really wants you to pity him? At every opportunity, Sean Dyche will get up in a press conference and tell you about how this was not the job that he thought it was when he signed on, or there's been an awful lot of challenges at the club that, he would love to be in a position where the club was able to spend money, but they haven't been afforded that luxury. We have heard every possible excuse and begging for pity from Sean Dyche. I can't pity you, Sean Dyche, when you put Ashley Young into this side today. I can't pity you, Sean Dyche, when you could continue to make terrible substitutions like bringing Iliman Ndiaye off in 2 very winnable games, 2 games that we should have won. I can't pity you, Sean Dyche, anymore. Yes, you kept us up last year. Yes, minus the points deductions, you would have finished 11th. And for right now, for where we are at Everton Football Club, 11th is something to celebrate. That is not the standard that we deserve in this club, but it is the hand that we are dealt right now. A year from now and 2 years from now, I will look down on 11th. I want to be pushing for Europe. I want to be pushing for the Champions League. 11th will not be good enough. Last year, 11th was good enough. So we thank you for that, Sean Dyche. But what we have gotten out of you this year, a single point in a game that we had no business losing to Bournemouth, and a game that we should have been able to see out against Leicester, in a cup game that we had no business losing. I don't pity you, Sean Dyche. You have put yourself in the position that you are in. You have put yourself in the position to be sacked by Dan Freakin and the Freakin Group by making decisions like you have today by putting Ashley Young in this lineup. And I hope to God I can jump on post-game today and I can say, I was so wrong. Ashley Young was brilliant today. He went back in the time machine and he pulled one out of his ass. But do you have faith that we're going to see that today from Ashley Young? I don't. Dyche out, Baines and Moyes in to the end of season. It's possible. I don't know. If you're the Freakin Group and you're able to start making decisions now, why not bring your manager in? Why not? Why not just have him come now, get used to the squad, and start making decisions now and try to keep us up. Everton 3, Palace 0. DCL, McNeil, Lindstrom, Mr. Blue Skies. I love it. That's my favorite comment so far. That would be wonderful. I hope we get it. All right, give me your score predictions. We have about 10 minutes till kickoff. Even Coleman has passed it. We all know Coleman has passed it. We all know. But on his day, you can still Coleman could still do a job for you. On his day, when he's not pulling up limp, Seamus Coleman is able to get by on wit and guile and determination and love for Everton Football Club. Ashley Young, all he is good for is a mistake and reckless plays and careless decisions. I've never seen a 38-year-old Premier League player that makes the awful decisions that Ashley Young makes. Dyche wants Dukes to chase long balls all game. I don't know if that's the case, TJ. I don't know. I think he's going to be in a more pushback role. McNeil's going to be more advanced. I don't think he's going to be trying to win second balls. He might be. He might be playing more of the 8. Mangala's going to play more of the 6. He might be in a position to win second balls, hopefully play Dom through the channels. We'll see. I think Everton are going to score today when they attack on the outside with Lindstrom and Ndiaye. I think everything has to go through Iliman and Ndiaye today. With respect, Chad, James Garner has looked just shaky at right back from a defensive standpoint. No doubt he's not a right back. I mean, he could probably be a lot better if he had some reps there. As Young has only played well there for England U21s because he was physically ahead of everyone he faced. I mean, how much more physically ahead was he? James Garner is not an imposing physical specimen. James Garner is not the paciest of players. I don't know, Peter, I don't think I can agree with you that he was ahead from them physically at that level. There's an awful lot of incredibly talented 18, 19, 20-year-old players in England that have far more athletic abilities than James Garner. He is a steady hand. I'm not going to pretend like I saw the England under 21s, but I would take him today over Ashley Young. Peter, I'll take you today over Ashley Young. Get out there. Go. All right, fabulous. This is of course Ryan. Ryan's so glad I got my microphone back and working. All right, Ryan, give me your comments. I want to know your predictions as well. Things Dyche wants us to lose. I don't know if that's the case. Emma, where are you at? One of my favorites. I'm at the game main stand today. No draft, only bottled. Carling, Les Branthwaite back. Thank God for Branthwaite. Thank God for Jared Branthwaite. I'm so glad we didn't sell him. Okay, we have just a couple more minutes, 7 minutes until kickoff. Give me your predictions. Come on, Peter. I'm not going to have bad. Peter, get out of here, Peter. I'm not going to take it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Gary, where are we at? Dyche wins, and he's hailed as a hero. He's no hero. He's a bad guy, and bad guys don't win. I don't know if he's a bad guy. I don't think Sean Dyche is a bad guy. He actually seems like I kind of want to hang out with Sean Dyche. I'm not going to lie. Like, he likes good music. He seems like when he's not trying to get you to pity him as a football manager, he seems like a pretty down-to-earth, decent dude. I would absolutely get a pint with Sean Dyche. Bad guy, no. Good football manager, no. Capable of keeping you up, yes. You know what? Let's say this. Sean Dyche is not going to be our manager next year. Do we think Sean Dyche ever manages a Premier League club again? Probably. There will be some desperate championship side that has come up, that is scrapping, trying to stay up, and they will, it might be Burnley again. They will hire Sean Dyche to keep him up. But I think this was Sean Dyche's shot at a top English club, a club that will be challenging the top 6 in recent years. And Sean Dyche has not been up to par to keep this job. Which manager would I want? I'll take Mauricio Sarri. Looks pretty darn interesting to me. I mean, he did really great things at Chelsea. I think he can get the most out of his players. I'm not going to pretend like I know a lot about him, but what I saw, I liked. He's a good manager. Graham Potter, I would take him. Who else? Gareth Southgate. We talked about him. I talked about him with Corey. I don't think I want Gareth Southgate. I would take David Moyes back for the rest of the year, though. I would take it back. But would David Moyes want to come back and be a caretaker manager? I don't know. Gary, I see you. You're a goalkeeper. Sorry, we have no room for you in the squad right now. If you're a goalkeeper, Sean Dyche. I mean, we already have like 6 of them in the squad right now, So how many does he end up on the bench? Does he have like 3 keepers on the bench today? Probably. I don't even know. Who does he have on the bench? Let's see. Ja Virginia, Michael Keane, his boy, his buddy, his son from another mother, or his brother from another mother, Jack Harrison, Beto, Jake O'Brien, Idrissa Gay, James Garner, Tinamir Bunham, Harrison Armstrong. Is Jake O'Brien going to play for us this year? I don't know. I think he's meant to be the Branthwaite heir apparent. Now I wonder if, since we have Freakin and his money, if he's actually going to be the James Tarkowski eventual replacement. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm very intrigued by Jake O'Brien. Very intrigued. No smoking. He won't last 90 minutes without a bifter. Hey, I don't know if I'll last 90 minutes without a bifter. Could I do? God, I don't know. Let's see. Moose would be like our manager forever. He could get us winning again. Come on, you Blues. All right, Emma, that's our final comment. I'm going to get out of here. All right, here's my prediction. I'm going to say an Everton 2-0. I think Iliman Ndiaye, Jesper Lindstrom get goals for us today, and I think it's a really solid outing for us. I think we look like a good, competent side. I think Ashley Young pulls up with a hamstring injury at about the 40th minute, and we don't have to see him anymore. We'll see. All right, I'm going to get out of here. There will be, let's see, post-match for you. I believe we have Steve on with Basil, and I may be making a stop in as well. So let's hope for good things. Let's hope we have a positive post-match today. Thank you for joining me. It's been fun as always. We'll see you soon. Up the Toffees. Let's get a win today.